Hey guys, Ben, the Outdoors Air Gunner, out here today to bring you all some info on the Ruger Impact Max Elite. This is a gun that you can pick up at your local box stores, and that's the way we're going to look at this today, guys. We're going to review this as though it's from the perspective of a new air gunner. Just picked this up off the shelf at a box store, got some pellets that they had there next to it, got it out, and you're doing some shooting with this thing. What can you expect? If you guys are airgun snobs and you think that box stores don't have anything good to offer and you don't want to see another review about a brake barrel, then get out of here. Go back to our channel, find something else to watch. We've got loads of airgun reviews on expensive airguns, amazing equipment and stuff. But if you guys are one of those air gunners that's sitting there in the aisles at your box store, looking at the different stuff on the shelves there, wondering, you know, what's my money going to get for me? What is this really going to do for me? Then stay tuned, because you are going to learn what the Ruger Impact Max Elite has to offer you. So here it is, the Ruger Impact Max Elite. It is actually, as far as box store air guns go, pretty decent stuff, you guys. My only real complaint about it so far is this scope. At least they include a bundled optic, but literally, guys, this is like a very cheap scope, okay? It's only a 4-power scope. It's a 4x32 scope. It's not adjustable as far as the objective goes. What that means is that you can't focus this for different distances. So, you know, because it's only 4 power, it's actually pretty clear through the different distances. But I feel like the parallax is probably set on this for somewhere in between 25 and 30 yards. The cool thing about this gun is that it does have some pretty decent included open sights. That's what I used when I first got it out of the box. Me and my son, we were actually smacking pop cans out at like 30 yards pretty easily with those open sights. And I enjoy open sight shooting because I shoot with both eyes open. I just look down the barrel, I get my sight picture and smack. And I was actually able to group like that at 20-25 yards with the open sights. Pretty cool stuff, you guys. But of course, went ahead, threw the optic on it, because now I've got my target set up out there at about 30 yards. And I want to show you guys some different pellets, what it's going to do as far as grouping. And, you know, I wanted to kind of just give you sort of the best impression of what is included with the gun for this testing. Let's see what it can do for some crony numbers, and let's see what we get for our 30-yard accuracy. Here we go. I could feel I kind of pulled that one. I twitched off to the left. Darn it, or the right. I mean, I twitched off to the right. There we go. Back to the original hole. Ooh, sort of pulled that one. Decent. .877. But I did not hit my target. That's the problem a lot of times, guys, with these lead-free pellets. Some guns they work really good out of, but some guns they don't, and the manufacturers always state their maximum velocity, of course, using a super lightweight pellet. It can be a little bit misleading as far as, you know, what you're really going to get out of it velocity-wise. You know, this I'm getting about .877, it looks like, on that last shot with these lead-frees, but I did not even hit my intended target there on the board. Oh, I can see I'm grouping low. That's sort of weird. You'd think with these I would group high, but and they're doing fast. They're cooking 881. All right, so there we have it. We did some lead freeze. These, you guys, you can actually get these also at most sporting goods stores. I've seen these RWS Hypermax on the shelf there in, you know, your regular sporting goods type store. So I think just about everything we've tried today is pretty widely available, but these guys right here are definitely everywhere. The Crosman Premier Hollow Points. You cannot go into a store that sells these brake barrels and not see these guys on the shelf. So this is what a lot of you guys are going to end up with using. That's why I wanted to try some of these out for sure, and we'll do 5 or 6 shots with these guys. Okay guys, so there you have it, Ruger Impact Max Elite. Let's go over a couple of things here real quick for you guys. First of all, if you're in the box store and you are looking at the different air guns, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna grab this new Impact Max Elite and you're gonna get yourself some Crosman Premier pellets. You're gonna go home and you are gonna do just like you saw in all those air gun videos where the guys are shooting tic tacs at 50 yards and you're gonna get 1,000 feet per second, and no you're not. Alright, so there you have it. Just get that out of the way right off the bat. You know, that's where I was at, guys, when I first started with air guns. I went down to the big box store, I bought a brake barrel, said something on the box like 1,400 feet per second, and I was like, yes, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to be shooting so fast and so hard, and this thing's going to be shooting fleas off a horse's back. I'm going to be just accurate as all heck, and you know what, guys, I almost gave up just with that first air gun because I wasn't doing that. I'd watched all these YouTube videos and seen all this great stuff, and then that's not where what I was getting. So, and the reason might be the pellets. You guys saw today that I tested some Superdomes, some Hobbies, Hypermax, Crosman Premiers, and you know, cool thing about this gun was really the point of impact with each of those was not shifting a whole lot. So that's really a testament to this gun being a pretty decent brake barrel. But as far as the pellets themselves go, these Crosman Premiers, although they are what's very widely available, a lot of people swear by them. Out of this particular gun, they did not perform all that consistently. Now, as I was loading them there into the breech, some of the pellets were going in very, very easily. Some of them I had to give a little bit more of a shove to. And what that is telling me is that they're not all that consistent as far as the head size is different pellet to pellet. And you could see right there, plain as day, on the target, we had a couple grouping off to the left, a couple went high left. I mean, they were not as consistent as some of these other pellets I tried. Probably the best out of all of those pellets that I had today were either the Superdomes or the Hobbies. The trigger on it is probably 4.5, maybe 5 pounds pull. So it is a little bit of a stiffer pull. It's got a nice clear first stage and a crisp break at that second stage, but it's a little stiffer than I would maybe like it to be. Cool thing is that it appears to be adjustable. So I haven't played with it at all yet, but I bet you might be able to adjust that for a little bit lighter trigger pull. And it is a quality piece. It's not a plastic trigger, it's a metal trigger. It's got some nice texturing on it. So the operation, and as far as getting some trigger time with this thing, it feels good, you guys. There's an automatic safety. It's right there. It goes on every time automatically when you cock the gun. So for safety purposes, for new shooters, that's actually pretty cool. Alright, as far as mounting the scope, you guys, as you can see right here, it's got this Picatinny sort of a mount with the notches and the grooves locks the scope down. Brake barrels have a pretty significant recoil sometimes, and I prefer this sort of a mounting system to the dovetail mounting system. And the reason being, the dovetail doesn't have those grooves, and so unless you just crank the heck out of your mounting stuff, you're going to get some pretty significant scope shift sometimes. I've seen scopes just sliding all over the place on those smooth dovetail rails. With this, the grooves, they lock it into place and it's not going anywhere, you guys. So that's actually pretty dang awesome. Let's talk just a little bit about the fit and finish on this guy. First of all, this wood stock is pretty decent, you guys. It's not at all a heavy gun. That's also cool. It also has included mounting points for your sling, and it comes with a sling. So if you guys are looking at this as maybe like a pesting gun, a small game hunting gun, you know, I wouldn't push it out past 30-35 yards, especially not until you've gotten yourself very experienced with it and you're you know, able to hit accurately at those ranges. But if you are looking at it for a hunting option, it's really cool that it comes with the sling, because you know, you don't want to have to carry this thing around all day. Throw the sling on there, hang it on your shoulder, and you're good to go. That's pretty awesome. I really like it when manufacturers include mounting points for a sling, and heck, they even include the sling for you guys. So that's really cool. All in all, that is a great little bundle, you guys. You get the sling, you get the scope, open sights, of course, you get the brake barrel, and let's just check here. Let's check real quick. Alright, you guys, at the box store right now, oh my gosh, this thing, they've got it for $109.99. So for right around $100, you guys, get this thing. That is a lot of gun for the money. And definitely, if you're new to air gunning, I would say this would be $110 well spent. You're not going to be disappointed, especially if you do just a little bit more than just pick up the tin of pellets that's right next to it. You know, unless you're just trying to plink cans or something, if you really want to dial in those groups, get a little bit better pellets. Those RWS Superdomes or something are going to serve you guys a lot better. And you know what? I think that's really about it. If you have any questions about the Ruger Impact Max Elite, throw them in the comments. Give me a thumbs up on the video, guys. Let me know if this was helpful to you all. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this video is really all about you new air gunners out there. The guys looking at these things in the big box stores, checking them out on the shelves, wondering, what in the heck am I really going to get out of that gun? And I hope that this showed you a little bit more, answer those questions so that you know, maybe, heck, is it worth that $110? Outdoors Air Gunner says it is. And that's it, you guys. My name is Ben, the Outdoors Air Gunner. I am outdoors having a whole lot of fun with my air guns. I hope you guys are too, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's get to the shooting. Let's see what kind of numbers it can pull over the Crony and see what it does for thumb. Let's see what it does for thumb. Golly.